Today on the channel, we'll check out from NECA and Ben Cooper, the Fly Costume Kid. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Hansel. Today we've got another Ben Cooper Kid from NECA. We have the Fly Costume Kid. Let's get into this and check out this packaging. Very different packaging, not box design, but as far as graphics go, very different than the rest of our action figures. So all black. You get the Fly up there, Ben Cooper. You get a picture of the Fly down there from our 1986, the Fly, not the old black and white one with Vincent Price. This is the one with, what the heck was his name, that actor? It'll pop in my head here in a minute, from Jurassic Park. But anyways, got the Fly action figure with costume and mask, NECA logo down there, Ben Cooper logo there. I love this packaging right here. I really like it. On this side, you get the Fly action figure with costume and mask, NECA logo there, Ben Cooper logo there, and you see it as 15 in the series. This side, the same thing, but they don't put the 15 on there. I kind of wish they put 15 on both sides. On the top, you get Ben Cooper, the Fly. The Fly, size 5.5. On a real costume, that would have said small, medium, large, or extra large. You got your NECA logo down there. And ages 17 and up. Warning, choking hazards, and small parts right there. Bottom, you get warnings, copyrights, labels. You have the makers of the action figure there. Very nice for them to do that. And on the back, we get the Ben Cooper logo, the Fly, and then we get a full photograph of our action figure. Looks really good there. He's got his telepod candy receptacle there. I'm not sure if this is a boy or a girl, but we will get her or him out of the box and find out. So I'll take him out of the bottom. Reach in there. All right, again, what is our backdrop going to look like also? Pull this out, empty box right there. And here is the Costume Kid Fly in his plastic coffin and tray. Take the tray out, and there it is. It is just that teal color, real vibrant teal. Really pops right there. So very good there. And now here is the Costume Kid Fly in his plastic coffin. All right, let's look at the candy receptacle first, which this is awesome. If you had never seen a Fly, the scientist is trying to invent teleportation. So he has two of these telepods in his lab, and he's trying to go from one telepod to the other. Well, he's getting stuff to move over to the other telepod across the room, and so he decides it's time for him to see if he can teleport himself, and he gets in there, and what goes in with him? A regular old house fly, and he starts mutating into the Fly, if you haven't seen the movie. Very good. Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum just popped in my head. Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum. Really, really fantastic movie. But yeah, the telepod candy receptacle. Now, one thing I'm seeing here, I don't think the lid comes off on this. Wait a minute. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Yes, the lid does come off, so you can put candy in there. How awesome is that for NECA to do that? Very awesome. So, yeah, a lid on that candy receptacle. That's very, very unique. All right, we will turn him over and cut out our Ben Cooper Costume Kid, and it is another boy. I like it. Boys are winning, I think. So we will grab the NECA Costume Kid Fly by his toe, pull him up, and the Fly Costume Kid has been resurrected. There he is. Empty coffin right here. Put that down there. Now I am going to give a tug because I always like to see if these masks come off, and again, no, which is very, very unfortunate. But here you go. Look at articulation, the same as all of our other costume kids. You want to be careful with these things, though. They will break. I have had one break, especially when you have these with these long sleeve costumes on, because you can't see how the joint is aligned on the shoulder. So if you're trying to pull it and the joint's way up here on the top because you twisted your arm all around, it's going to be hard to find. But you can see right there, both of his joints are underneath, so he gets a good T pose there. They are double jointed. They do have an upper arm cut. They have an ab crunch. No waist articulation, though. Single jointed knees, ankle on a rocker, and they can flex them down. So let's check this out. Man, this is good. Now, I do not know if NECA, or I say NECA, if Ben Cooper ever made the Fly. Possibly, but I don't know it if they did. So I kind of think this might be a what if action figure. But man, that mask looks so good, so good. You can see the kid's eyes back here. That is disgusting. And if you've seen the movie from 1986, it is quite disgusting. It is pretty much body horror. It is gross. It's kind of a romantic body horror. But oof, it is very disgusting. But this here looks real good. It looks just like if Ben Cooper did make one, that's how they would make it right there. So very good. Coming down, he's got the black upper part of his smock, or whatever we want to call this, and a good picture of the Fly. Looks more like the realistic one from the movie. Says the Fly right up there. Got red and tan and teal. Red collar there. The black sleeves, like I mentioned. And then the teal legs. On the back, you can see it's separated the same way. He does have these Velcro on there so you can take it off, which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I wish you could take the mask and the suit off so you could mix match. If I wanted a little girl to wear the Fly costume, I can't, because I can't pop this mask off of there and put it on another one. Maybe one day we'll find one on sale and we'll heat it up real hot and see if we can get that glue, because I'm sure that just glues in there. Maybe we can get it to pop off. But yeah, I love these Ben Cooper costume kids. The sky's the limit. I'm sure they're probably pretty inexpensive. Now, I do know NECA, the man that owns NECA, also owns Ben Cooper now. So I don't know if all those IPs came with that, or if if NECA has to purchase all these IPs, or does it just roll over from Ben Cooper to NECA? But very, very good stuff. I mean, the sky is the limit. I'd love to get the Dukes of Hazzard. I'd love to get the A-Team. I've heard people talk about the $6 million man. You get your wrestlers. I'd like to see a Hulk Hogan in this. How much would I like to see a Hulk Hogan? A Junkyard Dog, an Iron Sheik. I mean, the sky is the limit. The Smurfs, all your Saturday morning cartoons, Bugs Bunny. Man, they could go for decades making these Ben Cooper costume kids. Let's see if he can hold his telepod here, candy receptacle. Yes, he can. There you go. Now, I talked about how I like this box so well. So I do have some of the other boxes here. I have unboxed all these on the channel. Here is Alien. Now, those are really, really cool. Here is Godzilla, but look at the differences in these boxes. Now, here is one of it isn't the original Ben Cooper package, but it's from the mid-70s. So that's what they used to look like in real life. And then they did get into these. I'm sure they made a Godzilla. I'm not sure about Alien and The Fly, but I know these two they did make. Ben Cooper actually did make these. But I love them. I absolutely love them. But that's going to be it. So for Ben Cooper, for the Fly Kid, for trick-or-treating, for NECA, until next time, oh yeah.